underneath that barrier when someone else has got through is impossible. 3 times it came down on my bloody car. I had to go back and explain to the lady at the kiosk what was happening. She said, look at the camera. She played it back and I could see us trying to get underneath that bloody barrier. It was very embarrassed, but we'll not bother. Our second adventure, I forgot that Zeus was in the back of the car. And it took quite a while to actually get Paul into the car, and he was very brave, and we finally got in there. And Zeus has a very bad habit, the way he introduces himself to people. And it's usually with this large, cold, wet nose of his, he just pokes into any orifice that he sees. It's in your eye, in your ear, and fortunately you always face it, because when he gets elsewhere it gets a bit difficult. But anyway, he came along and he just poked Paul right in his ear. And he does that to make people surprised and go like that, and Paul just turned around and said, hello. Well, that took the sting out of it. He just couldn't understand this man who didn't get excited and throw his hands in the air. So we got to our destination and I said, now Zeus, you just stay in the back of that car and behave yourself. And Paul said, no. He's coming with us. Oh. Now we were up Mangaroa at the train depot there, where there's lots and lots of rabbits. And Paul said, I'll look after the dog, you just push the wheelchair. And he put Zeus around his wrist like that. And I thought, no, don't see a bloody rabbit wherever it is, because I could just imagine Paul disappearing down the hall and me just trying to hold the wheelchair back. But he was so patient with him. They had this lovely aroha between them. It's just incredible. He just walked along the wheelchair looking at Paul like that. We went for some Devonshire teas. Paul took care of the cream and the jam, but he said they were a little burnt on the bottom and he couldn't chew them. So Zeus said, they'll do me, you see. So he finished off the Devonshire scones, and it was, you know, just a beautiful relationship they had with each other. And as I said before, I feel quite emotional talking about such a brave gentleman. I'm privileged and thankful for the family introducing me to him. He will never be forgotten in my mind. And I don't think Zeus will, or I don't know what it is. Now they have a word, tatu, where we just give love to each other, and they gave love to each other. So thanks once again. Thank you.
I will now share the photo tribute to Paul's life. Oh, I'm sorry, you were just filling in.
Hello, my name is Wymark, and I knew Paul from his time with Open Home Foundation and subsequently when he joined the Order of St. Luke, which is a healing ministry. And it's already been shared. I just came to know Paul above everything else as a man of God. That's who he was, a man of God with a deep faith who trusted in God. Despite all the ups and downs that he went through, he trusted. He questioned, but he never, ever faltered in his faith. And what I really came to admire about him through all the suffering he went through was this, that he did think of others. Because you know, when you get a toothache, it becomes all-encompassing and it's hard to get out of yourself. But this Paul did. Through the prayer chain of the Order of St. Luke, like just through the church, when he got messages about people needing prayer, he prayed. I know that for Gillian and I, he prayed for us every day, so he told us, and I don't have any doubt about that. And we are the beneficiaries, like so many of us here, by his prayer. I really admired his commitment and faith and in love and his concern for others and the way he brought us all to God in our need. And so I honour him. I also just from the point of view of Open Home Foundation, he was a loyal, faithful man who worked so well for the organisation and for that service too, just like for the way he was a member of the Order of St. Luke, just for his friendship with us, and to stand here and honour him. Thank God for him. And our love to you both, Fiona and Chris. Thank you.
And then we'll run in a photo tribute. There'll be an opportunity afterwards at Martin and Tea to share more memories of Paul.
I was Paul's wee Irish friend. He always used to say, "Oh, here comes my wee Irish friend." Paul, I felt very privileged to know him, Fiona and Christina. Thank you for sharing him. He's the most courageous man I think I've met. He was incredibly humble, really servant-hearted, always thinking about other people despite all his own challenges. I don't know anyone else who endured so much pain for so long and yet kept his spirit strong and his faith strong in God, though he didn't understand why all the suffering. He had so many hospitalisations. He used to have all the students in the medical profession coming to question him because he had such an unusual and complex health situation. But he just graciously welcomed them all and was interviewed by many, and many have learned from him. He used every experience to encourage or support or help other people in their learning. He didn't think or focus on his own pain a lot of the time. He was an incredible intercessor. For my daughter, he prayed many, many years through her autoimmune disorder. And I was overjoyed to be able to share with him a few weeks ago that, to all intents and purposes, she is healed and has fallen pregnant, which is a miracle. And to see the smile on his face radiate despite incredible pain he was in was sheer delight. That's the kind of man he was. The joy emanated despite the pain. He talked lots about Fiona and Christina. He always wanted the best, and as others have said, he was very frustrated that he couldn't provide for longer in a better way. But he loves you to bits, and he wants the best for both of you. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll now share a photo tribute of Paul's life. Oh, sorry. I was going to say something to you.
Thank you for all coming. It's so good to see so many people that care, as Paul no doubt cared for you. Everything that's been said about Paul has been true, and he's got it in spades. I can't add anything to what has already been said about his bravery, his generosity to his family. He was the quintessential father and husband. He did what he could within the limitations of his physical body. So I can say no more about that. Paul had 10 sons. We almost had to train him which end of the hammer to hold before we hit the mark. whereas I basically were quite the opposite. And if there was one thing that we agreed upon was DIY, do it yourself. On many occasions, I would come down from Hawke's Bay, where I live. I'd be greeted at the door by Fiona with, "Hi Dad, pleased to see you. Here's your list." That's fine, because I'd be warned about what was going on, and I'd have a carload of tools and things. And at least it meant that Paul and I never squabbled or had debates about how we were going to do the project or anything. It was a case, there it is, get on with it, we'll see you at tea time, sort of thing, So that was a problem. Connie was saying about he gradually became a bloke, a New Zealand bloke. Well, yes, he tried very hard, but if there was one thing he couldn't grasp, and that was the game of cricket. It was an enigma to Paul. This ball that you could swerve left or right, up or down, or anywhere, so that the batsman hit him, got caught way out on the stick, sort of thing. That didn't compute. So I even tried desperately. You could buy a ball, and it had all the finger marks on the ball of how to do the different bowling actions, the breaks, the leg breaks, the googlies, and all the rest of it. I think the cats capered it in the end. But he tried hard, and you can never take that away from the lad at all. So we used to talk a lot about aviation, because my background in my early career years was one of civil aviation, and both in maintenance and design, and we used to have quite some good conversations. In fact, there's one or two books that he's got that I've got my eye on now, so they'll be going to a good home. So, well, there's little I can add to what's already been said. He, as you say, he was a very brave man. He had to face what most of us, I think, would have thrown our hat in years ago. But he struggled on, and now, well, Paul, my son, you're at peace now, and it now means that the rest of the family also is at peace, because we can now actually make a new life. Fiona has a birthday at the end of this week. I wasn't sure whether I could make the trip, because I'm just getting over the flu and wasn't the best, but here I am. But I thought, well, I'll post a card so that if I can't make it, it will be here for the week, knowing the postal service. Well, it might arrive tomorrow, we don't know. But briefly, it was just a simple card with no interior writing or anything. And I just said, you'll read it, what you say. It just says, another year, another life. So go for it, you deserve it. Happy birthday. So, toodaloo. Well, my son Paul, I don't know if you've gone up or down or sideways. It's toodle pip from Richard, and who knows, we might meet again sometime. Thank you very much.
no share in the photo tribute of Paul's life.
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Will it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Would you help me stand if I saw you in heaven? I'll find my way through night and day, 'cause I know I just can't stay here in heaven. Time to bring it down, time to bend your knees, time to break your heart and be begging please, begging please. Beyond the door, there's peace I'm sure, 'cause I know there'll be no more tears in heaven. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. 'Cause I know I don't belong here in heaven.
My name is Digby Wilkinson. I'm the vicar of the church here. It would be disingenuous for me to suggest that I knew Paul really. I knew Fiona, and and that was enough. And Terry obviously knew him much better than I did. And when it comes to cricket, I'm with Paul. I have a good friend who's American, and every time he comes to New Zealand, he says, I can't understand cricket either. He said, you complain about our game of American football, which we can spin out to about 5 hours. You can spin yours out to 5 days and get to the end and there's still no winners. He said, that's just insane. So I think he was actually kind of correct. It's also good to come to funerals because you get to know the people that you're celebrating and remembering on this day, but you also get to know the people who come up and share just a little bit, like Terry. So if I come and visit you and fall asleep at any point in time, take heart, I'm following in the footsteps of the Master. Thank you for the permission. We're going to pray, so I invite you to join with me if you do so. Looking at gracious God, we give you thanks for the life that each of us shares on this day. The blood that flows through our veins, the thoughts, the hopes, the aspirations that remain with us, the forward momentum of our lives, and the knowledge that there is both joy and there is sadness. But in either of these, we find that there is true life in life in its fullness, and all the complexity that the lives we've been given unfold. We thank you, Lord, for Fiona, for Christina, and for Paul, for the life that they shared together. We give you thanks for the birth of Christina, for the healing and life she's experienced, and for the love that has been combined among them all. Here on this day, we recognise that part of that life has disappeared, part has gone, and a new future is unfolding. We want to pray, Lord, that in the unknown of the future there would be trust and faith, both in you, the work of your Spirit, and those who are here who offer love and share all that they have, that we may together be your people. For all that has been, I pray that for Fiona and Christina, there would be an open sense of thanksgiving, a knowledge that all the memories that they hold now that shape who they will become, having addressed what they have been, will offer a sense of thanksgiving for the praise that we can give to you, but also for the joy that we've experienced in the love we share. Thank you for the memories